Check, check. Check, check. Anything you want to do? Postures, body parts, anything you want to mess with? Okay. Right here. Yep. Hey, what's going on? All right. Let's do it. Take a nice seat. Close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Take a few breaths. We always take this part of our practice, this time in our practice, to center or turn inward or prepare ourselves, right, for what we want to achieve from the practice today. Sometimes we work on injuries, or sometimes we work on spending time in our community, or with our friends, or we want to work our poses a little deeper, whatever it is. We always honor it. It brought us to the mat, and we're going to use it to build on. Right? That's the whole practice. It just keeps building upon itself. From the moment you turn in towards your breath until the moment we reawaken in Shavasana, right? The practice just keeps evolving and moving forward. Is it by like leaps and bounds? No. It's little bits and pieces. We start stacking them up. And that's how the game is played. How can we start in one place and continue to build and grow and move it forward? And we always say we start with our breath, right? So you listen to yourself breathe. You don't have to think about your breath, right? So when you concentrate on it, you're going to use it in different ways. Your breath is going to happen whether you think about it or not. But we'll use it to engage our core. We'll use it to release and let go. We'll use it to connect, to set a pace. From listening to yourself breathe right through the refinement. So slow down the beginning of the inhale and push more on the end of the exhale. Or count out the breath, or find Ujjayi, right? Where is it that you need to settle into? And you can work all of those, right? You can build upon each one. They're meant to be built upon. Just like the movement, it starts out slow. On the next inhale, let the arms lift. On the exhale, bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root. Push your hands together and feel that muscle energy. You can use that to sit up tall. There's feedback, right? That's what we want. The feedback we get lets us connect a little deeper. And one time together to initiate our practice, together the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our hearts to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. All right, let's start out in child's pose. We'll get right into those QLs, that low back. So let's go big toe mounds. Big toes are touching. Knees are wide to the edges of your mat. Arms are up overhead. Sit bones are rooted to your heels. And we anchor them down. And we start to breathe up above the waist, like through the spine. Start to feel that energy come up the side bodies. We feel between the shoulder blades in our spine. So from like our head to our butt, not from side to side. You feel the spine extending. Forehead comes off the mat if it's not already there, so you start to engage those muscles in the back of the neck. And then we play those opposing forces, right? So the arms lift up, the inner biceps lift up, right? Specifically. Back of the neck slides to the ceiling, but chest softens towards the mat. And right away, you start to feel that peel and up out of the pelvis through that lumbar spine. And as you look forward, you walk your hands towards the right side of the mat. Now we get into that QL a little bit more here. We get into those spinal erectors running up the left side. You want the lat, you can always TP that left hand, the fingers on the left hand, and you'll start to feel right here, we'll stretch even a little bit deeper. Your lat comes up, attaches to your humerus. So as you lift up a little bit higher, right, it starts to extend that space a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. When you're ready, look forward, walk your hands towards the left. We start with taking a breath. The foundation starts with the sit bone rooted to the heel. The engagement hugs in a little bit, and the exhale walks the hands towards the left. We inhale again. We charge those legs up, right? We get that connection. Maybe we go deeper and TP in the fingers here. And then inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Set up that low mountain. So hands go an inch or two in front of your shoulders, knees are an inch or two behind your hips. The pointer fingers are straight forward or turned out a little bit. The fingers are spread evenly. Start to hug the hands in, start to pull that energy up the arms. So the forearms hug in, the biceps start to squeeze. You feel that all go to your shoulders and then into your chest and your upper back. Curl the toes if they're not already there. Sweep the inner heels out, hug the shins in, right? Heels want to do this. So we're going to sweep them away. We're going to balance that by hugging the shins in, right? An opposing force. Pull your heels to your butt a little bit. As hamstrings start to fire up a little deeper. The pelvic floor draws in. The belly button draws in. The shutters close. Low mountain. Keep the gaze right across your fingertips. And use the breath now to organically expand, like peel yourself apart with breath. And then when you're ready, oscillating cat-cow. So the hips go up, back, and around, forward, under, and down. Up, back, and around, forward, under, and down. We'll do 5. So now we're taking those vertebrae through their full ranges of motion. It feels real good through the low back. One of our areas we're touching on today. When you're done with your 5th one, come to that neutral position. So find that low mountain for a breath and then swap side 2. Keep breathing. And move with the breath. And then this is my last one. So when you're done with your 5, we'll meet back in low mountain. Take your time. Don't rush. Now lock that low mountain in. You should be hugging every muscle to bone. We're stabilizing ourselves. We're feeling what it's like to hold that space and then step back to plank. Set up your distance here. So your shoulders will stack up on top of your wrist crease. You'll reach out of your heels and then lift the hips, push back to downward dog. If you want to bend the knees, bend the knees. You want to take the feet a little wider apart, take them a little wider apart. You want to bring them hips width, bring them hips width. We don't want to really be any narrower than that, but we could go a little bit wider if you need a little more space or stability. And then just like we did before, as the arms keep lifting up away from the mat. So forearms lift up, inner biceps lift up, right? There's a difference between inner and outer. Lift the inner biceps. Look towards the heels of your hands so your head isn't hanging to the midline. Connect through the core. Then as the hands push down and forward, you take the chest back towards your toenails, and there's that big opener. And then if you want to straighten the legs, straighten the legs. If they feel better bent, keep them bent. But keep that chest working back towards your toenails. If you look towards your arms, your cheeks or your ears will be in line with your biceps. We want that. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So stay low or come up high, whatever your flavor is, but everybody's shoulders go back. And now we see this. It's got to be this way. Boop, back. After the 3 breaths, lower the chest, push up through plank, back to downward dog. Now, just like before, look towards the heels of your hands. Keep the arms fired up. Keep the integration into the shoulder, into the upper back, into the chest. Keep the legs engaged. And keep playing with the pose here. The more you get the pushing the hands down and forward is to get the weight back into the legs. The more the weight gets in the legs, the easier it's going to be to hold the pose. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 breaths. Back of the heart, through the front of the chest. After the 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Nice pace, y'all. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Hips width apart. Spine nice and straight. So work those legs. Take a breath, right? Foundation's knee on top of the ankle. Back heel straight up. Start to hug in. Get that muscle energy to ignite. So we push down, right? We pull the heel, front heel back, and the back toes forward. We hug the shins in. We connect to the core. We slide the back of the neck to like where the ceiling and the wall meet behind you, right? This wants to happen, so we go this way. And then we play. We reach back out of the heel, out of the knee, out of the crown of the head, side to side. And then lower the back knee. Inhale the arms in front. Take them up overhead. Pull the pelvic floor up. Pull your belly button in. Pull your shutters closed. Reach up through your thumbs. Now, if you want to stay here nice and tall, stay here. If you want to curl back, curl back. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Shift the hips back. Come to baby Hanuman or runner stretch. So I move my knee back just a hair, so I'm not like on my kneecap as much. If you want to move back a little bit, go for it. If it feels better to stay up short like this, stay up short. Now hug the big toe mount in so that the kneecap and your toes point straight up to the sky. Then look forward, climb that spine up out of the waist. And if you want to fold into the pose, fold into the pose. but your chin doesn't go first. Your chest does. See, this is what wants to happen. You want to look at your knee, and you want your upper back to round, right, and everything wants to collapse. Go this way. Look out in front of you. Hinge at your hip crease so that the chest comes down first instead of the chin. Yep. Shit's easier than it sounds, right? One more breath. Look forward, bend into that lead knee. Place the hands down, lift the back knee, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Stay with your breath. Bless you. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Keep that chest working back towards your toenails. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Right, my hands are connected, but they're not bearing any weight. Right, at any moment that my hands leave the blocks, nothing changes. Right, they're just giving my mind some connection so I feel a little bit safer. Right, your body don't give a shit about opening up, right, and stretching and expanding if it doesn't feel safe. So whenever your hands connect the floor, that just lets your mind go, okay, well, he's not going to go boom and smash his face, right? So I can start letting things stretch and open. Remember, we play this game between like primal feelings, right? And then like the things we're trying to achieve right now. One more breath. And you got to blend the two together. And then lower the back knee. Inhale, come up. If you need to stop, plug in. If you're ready to go right overhead, like you're bringing up 20-pound weights, right? There's always an intention to the arms going up overhead instead of just like whipping them to the sky. The slower you go, the more you can hold on to. So now we can play. Maybe we reach up a little bit. Maybe we curl back a little bit. Wherever you want to play. But let the pose keep climbing forward. Little by little. Back of the heart lifting up through the front of the chest so we're tall as we curl back. When you're ready, exhale the hands down. Shift the hips back. Baby Hanuman or runner stretch, whatever you're working, same thing. They're the same pose, they're just called different things. If you feel like you need to pad your knee, you can always roll your mat over like this and then put your knee down here if you need a little more padding. Kneecap and toes up to the sky. Look forward, let that spine climb up out of the waist. Fold to the inside of the thigh. Keep pulling that left heel back to you to keep engagement in the back of the leg and to keep your knee from hyperextending. So as you push the heel down and pull it back to you, you're going to make the knee micro bend. We want that. And then look forward, bend into that lead knee. Place the hands down, lift the back knee, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Yeah, nice pace, y'all. Stay with the breath. Keep it pretty slow here. We're still pretty controlled. We'll meet back in downward dog. And then take that right hand to the outside of the left calf or shin. Start to peek underneath the arm. Inhale, come back to center. When the right hand places, push it down and forward. Take the left hand to the outside of that right calf or whatever your side two is. Peek underneath the arm, but keep pushing the hand down and forward. Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 breaths. And then lower back to chaturanga, push up through plank, back to downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a big reach. Belly in, sit bones down. Maybe curl back that little bit. We're trying to get length in through the spine, right? And we're going to start twisting it a little bit more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Take that right hand to the outside of the left calf or shin. Left hand to fingertips, block, hip. Some of you want to flare, go for it. But now we're starting to get into, you're going to feel that QL starting to peel a little bit more on this twist. Inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle, swap the hands. Maybe look up towards the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, big reach. Belly's in, sit bones down, curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, fill those ribs up with breath. And then exhale, take those shoulders back, maybe hands away from your back a little bit. Take that stretch where you want it to go. Head and throat back. Yep. Upper traps, you're going to reach your hands down towards the floor. Biceps in forearms and pec, you're going to take your arms away from your body this way. Yep. Exhale, release, swing the arms up. Wider will be freer. Closer will be, narrower will be more challenging. Not a right or wrong. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step the right leg back, lunge. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana, one crescent. Now, charge those legs up, nice and fiery. If you want to curl back a little bit, curl back. Next inhale, come up halfway. Take that right hand, go across the body. Bring the elbow to the outside of the thigh. Push the left hand into the right. Use that energy now to twist open. Reach back out of your heel. Reach forward out of your front knee. Reach forward out of the crown of the head. Breathe out of that, open up that left side of the chest. One more breath. Inhale, come back. Warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Keep the knees bent. Reach the left leg back. Take your time, stay with your breath. Lunge when you're ready. Virabhadrasana, one crescent. Keep the back heel sweeping out. Keep that left hip coming forward. Draw from that pelvic floor right on up. Maybe curl back, let that front knee come forward right on top of the ankle. If you're deep, inhale, come up. Take the left hand across the body. Comes to the outside of the knee. The right hand pushes into the left. We use that to start twisting open. Work that upper back. See, reaching out of the heel will help you keep that left hip up. Inhale, come back to that warrior one. Take the breath. Exhale the hands down, step forward, swing the arms up, big reach. Sit back into chair pose. So get your butt back. Yep. Take that right hand, go across the body. Bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. Push that left hand together. Now go even deeper if you want. You're going to bring the outside of your right hand to the outside of your left ankle, and you're going to take your left hand up to the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Sit back deep. You know we're going for the whole thing. Take that left hand across. Yep. Push the hands together. Start to twist open. Maybe flare it even a little further. Outside of the left hand to the ankle, right hand to the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Sit back nice and deep. Let those legs burn. Push down, rise up. Nice. Exhale, fold. That's challenging position or a challenging pose, right? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. But that's how our game is played. Sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes it's accessible or easily accessible. Feel the heart rate come up a little bit on that. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a nice big reach. Curl back maybe that little bit, and then exhale, hands in front. Right leg forward, left leg back, triangle. So this is a balance beam pose, right? Line it up, heel with the back arch. Take this left thigh back. Take the left ribs back. Yep, left shoulder back. So you're totally facing that wall with the window and the door. Now we work on this one a lot. Push down into your feet and pull them into the midline so that we root the head of that femur into that hip socket so it doesn't go when we bend. Now breathe tall here. Yep, when you're ready, hinge at the left side of the hip, right side of the hip, keep ripping your feet together. Yeah. Now, open that right side body up so we're not side crescent here. We're trying to work more neutral in the spine. Spin the right shoulder back. Pelvic floor, belly button shutter so the core ignites. Maybe start to look up. Maybe rotate open so the top of the ribs go back as the bottom of the ribs go forward. Pushing that big toe mound down on that front foot. Inhale, come up. Bend into that lead knee. Warrior two. Reach through the back hand that little bit. Yep. And then push from that back foot to the front heel. Step forward. Awesome. Left foot forward, right leg back triangle. Measure it up, right? Make sure you got that distance set up. See, this right away wants to happen. So I got to go thigh back, hip back, ribs back, all on the right side. Now I want to rip my feet together so I root that femur up in the hip socket, your greater trochanter, that's the top of your femur. Now breathe and get tall like we're peeling up out of our waist. When you're ready, hinge at the left side of the hip. Keep ripping those feet together. It's easy to let go, right? And then that hip goes. This time we're going to bring some attention to opening up that left side body. We're going to spin that left shoulder back. Connect into the core, then lets us rotate open. Feel the inside of that left thigh peeling open. Maybe looking up, playing with the balance that little bit. And breathe. As you push down into that left foot, inhale, come up tall. Bend into the lead knee. See, we always do this. So we reach back just that little bit. Yep, gaze right over the middle finger. Now push from that back foot to the front heel. Step forward. Yep, take a couple breaths here. Full breath in, complete breath out. Maybe your eyes close, maybe your heart flicks out. And then gently open your eyes, sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up, exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. Staying with your breath. When you get back to downward dog, take a little break. Lower your knees, child's pose. Grab a drink, wipe your face, whatever feels good. And then we'll meet in hero's pose. So take your time, no rush. So someone was telling me about a study. You know my little thing, like never let yourself see yourself sweat? Shit's real, right? Like they found out that in the study, when you like exercise and you start making like these faces and shit, it like messes with your cortisol and shit starts going all crazy, because what happens? It turns into negative stress. And what's exercise? Positive stress, right? You're positively stressing your body. That's supposed to be the deal. And the more that you stress it under control, the stronger it gets, right? That's why when you're in your pose, you don't want this shit to be. It's not like, because your body reads that, right? And it goes, he's panicking. Don't keep going, shut him down, right? Like tighten him up, bring his heart rate up, shut that shit down. That's not controlled, right? That's negative stress. So try it. So let's set ourselves up here. Remember, the space between our knees will be different, but the size of our shins will all be the same, parallel. I used to exercise like that too. Now when I'm like really, I'm kicking in, I'm doing my bell and I'm working, and as soon as I feel myself struggling, I go, seems like it works. Right hand behind, left hand to the outside of your thigh. Sit up tall, take that little rotation towards the right. You know, I am certainly one of those people who appreciates all of our emotions, right? Inhale, come back to center. But smiling goes a long way. Swap side two. There's plenty to frown about, right? You got to find those moments that you can smile it out. Maybe peek over that left shoulder a little bit as we go deeper in the twist. And then inhale, come back to center. Come all the way up, all fours, and then just open up the knee and the hip. Reach that one leg back. And then lower it down, swap. And then lower it down. All right, take a breath here. When you're ready, step back to plank. Let those shoulders stack up on top of that wrist crease. Start reaching out of those heels. Feel yourself push down. Feel how solid it is that you're lifting up away from the mat, right? You're using your strength. You're pushing down and you're rising up, right? Root to rise. The more you root down, the more you rise up. Whether our hands are down, our feet are down, right? That's going to be the concept. Maybe your arms are starting to shake a little bit. Good. We want that. It's time under tension. Don't let the upper back collapse, though. Shoulder blades should not be retracting or moving towards your spine. They should be protracting. They should be moving away from your spine. That's the action of a push. Keep breathing here. All right, don't panic. Don't make the face. Now lift the hips, push back, downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Come forward, right knee to left elbow. Back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Come forward, knee to opposite elbow. So we're taking that twist, a little core twist here. 3 of these we're going to do. Don't rush. And then when you reach that right leg back, lower it down. Take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Come forward, left knee to right elbow. And back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. 2 more. This is a pretty big challenge. Stay with your breath and work the best that you can. But don't make the face. Keep it cool and calm and collect it. After your 3, lower that left leg down. Take the feet together, walk the hands back, come to a squat. Nice, y'all. I comfortably tell you all the time, I know the shit's hard, right? I try to make it hard for y'all. And the stronger you get, the harder we have to make it, right? That's just where your practice is. Push what we're gonna do together, right? That's a testament to your hard work. All right, so we're here up on the balls of our feet. We're gonna work twisted crow. You wanna inhale the arms up, twist towards the brick wall, so to the right. Bring the hands down, just like downward dog. But the outside of your knee is on the back of your arm already. Now, here's a little trick to get the knees even higher. Take your knees and twist them back to the left just a little bit and bend your left elbow. So now your knees are gonna be higher than your elbow. That's where we want them. Come up high on your tippy toes. Bend both elbows. Wedge the outside of the right thigh on the back of the arm, left arm. Yep. And there's your twisted crow. Yeah, nice. Awesome. And then we'll meet back in center. Yeah, there's a couple things y'all could do out of that. Ekapada Kunyasana 1, Dvipada. There's a couple different moves you can link out of that. Feel free. So nice and tall first. Like this is a ton of work by itself, right? And then inhale the arms up. Take that twist towards the left or towards the wall with the window and the door. Then the hands go down just like they would be in downward dog, outside the shoulders, right? All that setup. Now we take the knees to the bricks to give us a little more space and bend the elbow to get the knees to go up higher than that right elbow. Come up high on your tippy toes, wedge the outside of the thigh on the outside of the arm, the back of the arm there. Yeah. Nice, y'all. And then come back to center. Let's meet all fours, hands and knees. Yeah, I want to get the twisted pigeon. And then step back to plank. And then downward dog. Pedal, swivel, wiggle a little bit here. Balance both sides out, come to neutral. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, pigeon. So this side's still a little bit challenging for me, so I have to kind of bring my shin a little more like on an angle. The closer that your shin is to parallel with the top of the mat, the more challenging the pose is. Everybody should have their right knee though to the outside of the mat. So it's outside your hip. Yeah. As compared to like this, right? It would be in line with my hip. I'm going outside the hip here. Now work from your feet. So on the front foot, I'm going to push out of the big toe mound. And I'm going to pull the pinky toe side of the foot back. So my ankle goes more neutral. The back foot, I tend to go curl my toes. Some of you go flat. It's not right or wrong. This is a little more muscle energy. This is a little more organic energy. Obviously, you all know me. You think I like the muscle or the organic better? The muscle. So, of course, I'm going to pull more muscle energy in. Now, I want to hug in. I want to lift up. Same thing here. My hands are just connecting to give me stability. But here's the power. Then if I want to fold, I'm going to breathe up out of my waist and get tall. And I'm not going to let my chin go first, right? Back of the neck to where the ceiling and the wall meet behind you as the chest comes forward. Yeah, so you're training that neck and that upper back, like don't hang all day, right? This is what it's like to activate. If you want to go to your forearms or arms are out to the side, just remember we're not just bearing weight down into the floor. We're using that rebound, the push down to rise up. Even here, as I push my arms down into the floor, I lift up away from. As compared to this, it's just like full collapse, right? I just worked real hard to then give all that shit up. You don't want that. You want to build on it, remember? That was part of what one of our ideas were today. Can we continue to move the pose? Now, this twist goes, this is a little bit of a weird twist because it goes against your oblique slings. right? But we need to be able to twist both ways, so there's always a challenge in something. So if you want to stay here, you're in the back of the hip and down the back of the leg, stay here. If you want to come up for the twist, you come up halfway. You're going to take this right hand. You're going to go all the way across your body, and you're going to bring the elbow either into the sole of the foot or in front of your foot like this. Then you're going to meet with the left hand and push it into that right. We're going to keep that left hip going down because it's going to try to peel open. But we're going to twist above the waist. So think of the opposing forces. As the left hip comes down, you breathe forward and then open the left side of the chest up towards the sky. One more breath. Nice, y'all. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hands down. Lift the hips. Unwind that right leg. Reach it back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then lower it down. Take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Pigeon side two. So now the left knee is nice and wide. You take a couple breaths. Start to hug in. Start to lift up if you want to fold. Whenever you're ready, control the fold. And then here's the stretch in the back of the hip and down the back of the leg on that left side. Right side, you're probably feeling front of the thigh. And don't just feel the roots arise in the legs like we talked about. Do it in the upper body. Push the forearms down. Feel your upper trunk lifting up away from the mat. Even if you're folding, right? There's always a play. Muscle and organic energy aren't just individual in themselves, right? They intertwine. Sarah, see you later. Now, if you're going to stay here, awesome. If you're going to work the twist, same awesome. So you come up a little bit. We're going to take that left hand. We're going to go across the body, elbow to either the sole of the foot or in front of the foot. You're going to push the hands together. You're going to keep the right hip coming down as you breathe forward out of the crown of the head. Then start to twist open. See, if the right hip lifts up, then the twist is below the waist, which is what makes this twist super challenging, but fun at the same time. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center, right? We got to challenge ourselves. We got to push the edge. And then lift the hips, reach the left leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Do we do that by force? No, we do it intelligently. Lower that leg down. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a big reach. That's why we take a breath in every pose. That's why we set a foundation. That's why we engage. So when we express, right, it's good. It's safe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Nice, y'all. Grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. Home crew, if you don't have the mat, the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your mat, bend your knees, interlace your hands behind your thigh, take a bunch of breaths, and you can swap. If you're at home or in the studio, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall, do a pose that feels good to you. Options can be tripod down to twisted crow. You know, you go up in your tripod, you come down, twist into the twisted crow. You could do wide-legged fold. We did some adductor stuff today, so wide-legged tripod or headstand. Legs go wide, right? And then you twist from there. So if you want to play with a twisting inversion, there's a couple. I'm going to talk everyone through downward dog and L pose. But if you want to work on handstand, headstand, tripod, pincha, one-handed handstand, any of those twists, right, go on your own. So if you want to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall if you're going to go on your own whenever you're ready. And then from the all fours, take a couple breaths, set it up. When you're ready, lift the knees and the hips, come to a short downward dog. Step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. If the knees are bent, you're in downward dog inverted. If the legs are straight, you're in L pose. So the twist would be, if I was coming from wide leg, I always come into this from wide legged forward fold, but you could play wherever you want to play. Right now with the legs wide, I'm going to work the twist from here. If that feels like some shit you want to try, go for it. If you're new to this, you could also work it from here. So you can work from your headstand, which will give you a little bit more balance. All right, so I could be here with the pose, twisting. I've never seen it from handstand, but I'm sure somewhere, someplace, somebody can do that, right? Nice, y'all. Inversion is a huge challenge of your practice, right? Yoga's asking you to go truly ass over head, but then stay with your breath and soften your face, right? And all those other things that we do. That's part of the game here. I think that's a big challenge, right? Because this is easy to feel uncomfortable, but that's what the goal is. Can you still, in these uncomfortable positions, settle? So give yourself maybe about another 30 seconds or so. If you're kicking up or you're working your inversion, go for it. Of life. More control of life through your lats. They tend to be muscles that are short and weak. I don't get into the thing back and forth, but yes, there is certain differences, right, that happen, and yep, and that's certainly one of the challenges. Think of how our shapes are, right? Right? Shape and shape. If one of us didn't look like this, we wouldn't all be here, right? That's part of it. It's part of how we all got here. So think of where the narrow points are, right, are going to be points that could get clogged. That's going to be narrow energy, right? And that's just kind of the play between our bodies. All right, let's meet on our backs. I'm going to show you all a little something today that we do downstairs in Soma a lot. Y'all can try it today if you want to. So the idea is you want to be pretty conscious in this. You want to be aware. I don't find it real perilous. I just normally teach it in more of a fitness side, right, than I do my yoga classes. But I'll show you all today. If you want to play with it, you can give it a try. So the idea here is that we're going to work our bridge, right? Set it all up. I'm just going to go quick to show y'all. I set it all up, right? I'm going to lift up into bridge. I'm going to take my right hand and go over my left shoulder. I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to lower my hips. So it's a little more dynamic back bend. Then I'm going to lift. I'm going to reach over so there's a little rotation here. And I come back down. See where the rotation happens? In my upper back. I don't let this happen. That's my lumbar. See, this holds a foundation, right? And then the work just comes as I reach over. If you're new to this, you put the block like this. So when I lift up, boop, a lot more accessible. Now, if you want to play with that dynamic bridge today, play with it. If you want to hold bridge, I'm going to talk you into both. All right? So let's meet on our backs. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor. You know, sometimes I like to take y'all in a little more dynamic. some dynamic poses. So that's where we're playing here. So we set it up just the same as regular bridge, no different. Feet are hips width apart. They're like train tracks. You can feel your heels with your fingertips. The sacrum is flat to the mat, so the belly button's to the spine. The head and the shoulders are back. You can even robot your elbows a little bit. That'll give you some more support. Now, if you're gonna hold bridge, you're gonna push down, lift the hips up, come the bridge. If you're gonna go dynamic, you're gonna push down, lift the hips up, take the right hand over the left shoulder, you're just gonna touch the floor. Come back to center, lower the hips. Lift the hips. Take the left arm over the right shoulder. Back to center, lower down. If you're holding your bridge, let's do 3 of these each side. If you're holding your bridge, keep pushing down in those heels. Keep that belly button in, keep those shutters closed. Same thing here in your dynamic bridge. Stay strong in the legs and the hips. I'm on my last one each side. If you are holding bridge, lower down. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch. If you're working the dynamic, after your 3 each side, lower the hips. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch. Everybody meet in cactus or field goal. So our arms are out to the side like this. How'd that go? Pretty feel okay? Yeah, just a new little way to play with things, a little more dynamic, a little more active. Now the second one, I'm gonna talk some y'all into deeper back bends. We're gonna work from bridge into wheel. If you wanna do another 3 on those dynamic bridges with the rotation, go for it. If you wanna work bridge into wheel, I'm gonna talk you there as well. Inhale, open the knees, reset the feet, bring the arms along the sides. Charge the legs up. When you're ready, head and shoulders back, lift the hips, come to bridge. If you're gonna hold bridge, hold. If you're working your dynamics, play each side. If you're gonna go wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat. You're gonna turn the hands out. You're gonna plug the shoulders in. Push down to come up. Nice, y'all. Stay engaged as you lower down. If you're working your dynamics, finish each side. We'll meet with our knees together, hands to cactus or field goal. Nice, y'all. And then open the knees, windshield wiper side to side. When you balance both sides out, come to neutral. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself that little hug or make a couple little small circles on your low back, on the sacrum a little bit as well. Come to neutral. Keep the knees together. Lower the knees towards the right. You could always put the block between your knees, which helps stack the hips up a little bit. Or you could take the block to the outside of the thigh, which will bring the floor up a little bit higher. So it'll kind of make this twist a little more accessible. The belly stays in, the shutters stay closed, that left shoulder roots to the mat. Sit bones towards your heels. That's how you're gonna open the lumbar up. Inhale, come back to center. Pause, then let the knees fall to the left, or whatever your side 2 is. See, right now my butt's trying to come up towards my shoulders. I wanna go belly button to spine, sit bones towards my heels, and that's when that lumbar peels open. So now I'm gonna use that. Right now I wanna breathe up out of that. Big inhale, and then I'm gonna twist even deeper into that right shoulder. Feel the breath change in these deep twists.
Can't get as big of a breath, right? Inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight. Take the arms up overhead. Take a nice stretch here. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Feel all that space that we make. And hug those knees to your chest. Take the knees wide. Come to happy baby. With those knees nice and wide, right? So wider than your shoulders. Sacrum flat to the mat. What wants to happen? Your butt wants to fly up to the sky, right? And then we leave the sacrum and we roll into the lumbar. So you want to bring sit bones down to the mat. Let the knees draw towards your ears, so opposing forces. And then you could rock side to side. You could reach one leg out or both legs out. When you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, girl. Feel free to add layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat. You're more than welcome to do a variation that feels good to you. And here as we lay back, we let the legs stretch out. The feet gently roll open. The arms come along the sides and the palm turns to the sky, the shoulders settle back. We feel our head rest back. Our eyes close. Our tongue softens from the roof of the mouth as we let the body get heavy. The mind soften back to the breath. We let the heart open. We get ready to move into the yoga of life, the challenge of life, the practice that we play every day. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath, feeling the breath as it washes over your body, your toes, your fingers, the crown of your head, through your heart, as we reawaken that better version of ourselves. The fingers and the toes wiggle. The arms and the legs begin to stretch or reach, moving in the way that feels good to you. Taking your time, moving slowly and consciously. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest, roll to the right side. Push your hands down, come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed, with our hands in front of our hearts. And one more time to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om, all together. Deep breath in. We softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Super fun as always. That was cool. A couple new things today, some things we haven't done.
That's fun. If you have any questions, get me before you go. Home crew, if you need me, hit me up. I'll see some of y'all tomorrow and Saturday. I'm still here a couple more Saturdays. And then I will be back in September. I'll just be gone for the summer on Saturdays. The rest of my classes will all be the same. Thanks, y'all.